So I'm on my way to a job in Shakopee, but the job I just left was in Corcoran, Minnesota. I mounted a Samsung frame above this stone fireplace. Just looks amazing. And so when it comes to stone fireplace installs, a lot of people hire me for that because they want it to be absolutely pristine. They don't want to have any mistakes that they could make themselves. And this is people who would normally hang their own TV if it was onto drywall. Will hire me to make sure that their new stone fireplace does not get nicked up with a bunch of holes. And so, as a professional, what you do is you'll find where the studs are, of course, and make sure that if you can, you'll drill into the mortar to get to the studs behind, because the stone isn't, in this case, the stone would have been fine to hold it. But as a professional, you're trying to put as little or no holes into the stone as you can by using the studs behind to be able to anchor into. And so you try to position things to where you can drill through the mortar and then use eighth inch thick, 6-inch long lag bolts to go right through that mortar into the studs, hold the brackets that way. With the Samsung frame, even on a drywall, it's a finicky little guy. And so it's one of those things that homeowners generally, they'll take it out and then get the template out and realize, oh man, I shouldn't do this. And on the stone especially, they don't want their new stone to be messed up. And so they end up calling me, of course, because this is all I do. I mean, Samsung frames isn't all I do. TV mounting is all I do. But Samsung frames is my specialty amongst TV mounting. And so I love the TV. I find it to be my favorite TV. And they look amazing, as you can see. These clients had just got this stone put in. They had a drywall fireplace before. And they got stone put in, and I had consulted with them when the stone guys were there to make sure everything was done in a way where it would be conducive to hanging a Samsung frame onto that surface. Part of the issue sometimes is if people go with stacked stone, there'll be stone that sticks out this far, then one that sticks out this far, and then one that sticks out this far. And, it just creates a big mess for a Samsung frame that's meant to be flush. Which on the stone, it can't be perfectly flush because there's going to be variation in that stone. But, you hire a professional to make it as flush as it can be. So it will be flush to the stone that sticks out the furthest. And then the rest of it, you use spacers to make sure it's level this way and level this way, and obviously level this way, which is the easiest part. But with those two brackets, there's two brackets, so if they're not perfectly precise, first, the TV won't be at the height that the client requested, or it won't be centered. And you cannot, even as a homeowner, you don't want an uncentered TV. As a professional, it has to be exactly precise, of course. People don't hire you to not have a perfect scenario. And so this one went off without a hitch. The clients were great. And I'm about to arrive, do a Shakopee job, 65-inch TV above a drywall fireplace. That'll be a cakewalk, probably take me 15 minutes in and out.